putting up the X as the Cowboys put up yet another W. 11 of them in a row since losing the opening game of their season to the New York Giants. Dallas has seen a season for the ages unfold, and they are all surrounding our post-game show set here live at US Bank Stadium as both Dez Bryant and Ezekiel Elliott together are showing up. Rich Eisen, Marshall Faulk, Steve Mariucci, and Michael Irvin all here. And the Minnesota Vikings drove down the field in their best offensive display all night, did score the touchdown, but had a false start penalty to force them to try the two-point conversion from the 7-yard line. And Sam Bradford absolutely airmails the ball, but as you can see, there's a reason why. Steve, should that have been called a blow to the head right
Yes,
there?
we are making a concerted effort to protect the quarterback in the pocket. You can't hit him in the knees, and you can't hit him in the neck and the head area with anything. My helmet, my shoulder pad, or my hand. That should have been a penalty.
Do you agree with that, Marshall?
Oh, I agree. But Herb doesn't.
I was about to say, Coach, I love you now. Don't mess with our relationship.
We all agree.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. But what a great game that was. And let's sort of give credit for where they came out here and played. They played a tough game against the Dallas offense that had been going up and down the football field. And yes, that looks like there should have been a penalty. But, hey, this game's over, y'all. This game's over.
I know, but these sorts of things should be reviewable. I mean, if you're going to try and protect people, and it's most important not only to protect, but to get things right, and it's the last 2 minutes, and it's a crucial play in this game, you should be able to have somebody buzz down and say, Tony, you missed that one. Let's go take a look at this thing and give it another shot.
Yeah, and it gives it another shot. It doesn't win or lose the game for the Cowboys, but it gives them another shot from halfway.
Right. And
Right?
you guys want to call Cam Lou? No, my phone. Call Cam Lou. I'm just saying. All right.
Whoa. He's saucy over there. He's going to be all fired up because Dez
Did
Bryant
you see him dancing?
and Ezekiel Elliott again are coming to the
I'm
set.
tired. I've never been this tired after a game. I was running around and jumping
that you didn't
around.
play in.
Right, that I didn't play in. You're right about that.
What'd you make of Zeke's night?
I thought Zeke did what he had to do. You know, obviously you don't want to put the ball on the turf, and this was a hard-fought game. It was funny. I talked to him. I said, "This is going to be the hardest game that you played in. This defense, they're relentless. Might be the most athletic defensive line that he's going to see. And when you have your opportunities." Tonight, when the holes were there and the offensive line won the battles, Zeke got everything he could out of those plays. And that's what you have to do. For everybody watching, this was a playoff caliber game.
Yes.
And we watched the team really bind together and win on the road. Jason Garrett should tell his team, this is playoffs on the road. We need to take care so we play at home. But the other thing is, this defense, man, those three field goals when they kept Minnesota out of the end zone, that was unbelievable. That's what kept the Dallas Cowboys in this game. We want to talk about Zeke. We want to talk about Dak. That defense tonight did their job.
And we're going to talk about Dez Bryant, and I want to give Cynthia Freeland some love here because she called it. She said he'll have 5 for 82. He had 5 for 82. He had 4 for 84. He did. That's a great job. Did a touchdown. That's incredible. How did she do crunching numbers? I mean, we want to give her love. But listen, Dez Bryant out on this football field, emotional leader, and watching him being this close, he, of course, tied my touchdown number at 65 tonight. Watching him on that touchdown run, on that 4-pump, stretch out, and go after that football. Just an incredibly gifted athlete. Look at this 4-pump. Coach and I thought about it and said, man, for a guy like me, I'm going to take that more on the 4 route. But Dez has such speed, any hitch with that DB, he can turn that ball up. And anytime, I think, Marshall, this was an RPO, one of the run-pass options.
That's it. That's
and the
what
guy
it was.
10 yards. He was 10 yards off Dez. Dak just comes up, throws it to him, and say, hey, man that child, and get in the end zone. And that's what happened.
Well, let's call this a trifecta because we're going to talk about the triplets, don't we? And we would be remiss if we didn't talk about Dak, because not just the running of Zeke and not the catching of Dez, but we're talking about Dak Prescott and his legs, people. This guy's an athletic guy. How about in the first half? He takes off. It's 3rd and
This was the
13.
play of the
He
first
knows
half.
where the stick is. And bam, first down. It led to that 4 pump that scored the touchdown. How about in the 4th quarter over here? It's 2nd down and 8. And he knows where the sticks are again. He gets 9 yards for another huge first down. And then this one right at the end. This was smart. It's a slow developing play. But here he goes. All right, it's 2nd down and 9. And he's smart enough to slide, stay in bounds, keep the clock ticking. It caused the Vikings to take a timeout. Now, when he watches that on film, he's going to say, I need to take one more step before I slide, because that would have gave him a first down. But anyway, he made plays with his legs. Look at the last 5 games. His record is 5-0, 10 touchdown passes, no interceptions, with a passer rating of 123. Amazing.
Well, those are the rookie mistakes, if you will, that the Cowboys would sign for. Sliding too early to try and ice a game that, again, they were in the first half, because that 3rd and 13 play that you just showed there, Steve, when he picked that up, had he not, they would have been punting from the end zone again, with the Vikings having a short field, as opposed to the Cowboys eventually having the lead 7-3. I mean, that really was one of those plays that you just put a star next to for moments like this afterwards to talk
He does a great
about.
job at knowing when to use his feet.
Well,
you know what I mean?
And it's not just when to use it. It's when to escape, like you said, but where to escape. Here he's going out the back door because they lost contain. You have to sense about this, and then he protects himself. He knows when to slide, and he knows when to go for it head first. And of course, 2 plays later was that 4 pump for a touchdown, Mike.
I just love the way that he manages the game. And I know we call guys game managers, but he'll take the shot downfield. He'll make the tight throw, but he manages the game. There was times that it was like, okay, I need to take this sack. He took the sack, ate the football, did the things he needed to do, got him in and out of plays. We are starting to see this guy mature. He was changing pass routes to receivers. They let him call plays at the line of scrimmage tonight in a crowded stadium on an away game. He's maturing as their quarterback, and it's good to see him managing the game, but not just being the game manager.
And the greatest gift I think you can get is an opportunity to have struggle for your young